Number 5.
Introducing the Bora Dado Router Guide. Get straight dados using your router. Designed to work with the Bora WTX Clamp Edge Saw Guide, it fits almost any router. Cut a dado up to 3/4 of an inch wide using any smaller size router bit.
Number 4.
If you love turning but hate the tedious and time-consuming sharpening that goes with it, you need to take a look at Woodpecker's new Ultra Shear Turning Tools. These revolutionary new turning tools feature razor-sharp replaceable carbide inserts that have been carefully engineered to cut cleaner and last longer than any other carbide insert on the market. Shaping your project with Ultra Shear tools couldn't be simpler. First, adjust your tool rest so the cutting edge is on the center line of your lathe. Keep your tool level with the floor and press into the stock, moving side to side, creating the profile you want. Use the square insert tool for initial roughing and for outside curves or beads. Use the round insert tool for inside curves or coves. The round insert also works great for hollowing bowls. The sharp detail tool inscribes precise lines to accent your work. There's also an optional radius detail tool for fine beads and coves. Now, here's the feature that separates Ultra Shear from all the others. When your project is nearly complete, roll the tool right or left on your tool rest until it's sitting flat on one of the alternate bearing surfaces. Now the cutting insert is on a 45-degree angle to the stock. Make another, lighter cut, still keeping the tool level with the floor. You'll notice the cut is much cleaner, needing little or no sanding. Let's take a closer look at how each component of the Ultra Shear tool comes together to make the best carbide insert turning tool on the market. The tool shank is milled from a special chromoly steel, tough enough to be used for NASCAR roll cages. After machining, the shanks go through a 2-stage heat treating process that makes the shaft rigid and smooth, minimizing vibration and making the tool glide easily across your tool rest. And the sides are tapered to prevent interference in your tightest cuts. The seats for each insert are carefully designed to provide full support, bracing the insert with at least 3 points of contact. The tool handles are turned from rock maple with a hand-rubbed oil finish. Aircraft-grade aluminum ferrules support the handle where the tool shank is pressed in, and the end cap protects the handle from splitting and indicates the tool's shape and size. You'll never pull the wrong tool out of the rack. The cutting inserts are formed from a nano-grain carbide. And the materials in the carbide matrix have been carefully blended to make sure the inserts are tough as well as fine-grained. When an edge finally dulls, just loosen the screw and rotate the cutter to a fresh edge. When all edges have been worn, simply replace the insert with a new one. Available everywhere Ultra Shear tools are sold. Plus, each tip is laser engraved with its replacement part number. No need to try and hunt up an old package when it's time for a replacement. Put it all together and you get super clean cuts, straight off the tool that need minimal sanding. Spend more time turning and no time sharpening. And like all woodpecker's tools, Ultra Shear Woodturning Tools are precision made in the USA.
Number 3.
At 21 years old, I had a duplex and a big 5-bedroom house that I own. What better canvas to work on than one that's 100 years old that you can't drive a screw into the stud, you can't sawzall a hardened blacksmith nail. It kicks your butt and it teaches you, and you get good real quick. My name's Mike Cantrell. I'm 34 years old. I own Cantrell Construction. We do mainly try to focus on specialty woodworking projects, higher-end cabinetry and one-of-a-kind built-ins. That's who a lot of my customers are, the people that have been told they can't have it, it can't be done. And they're not going to stop there. That's when they find me. It's a pleasure to be able to have a tool out there that you can count on. Fast tool, you get hooked on it. You use it one time and it doesn't even compare to the tool you're used to using. We just are about to wrap up a project. It's been about a week-long project. It's 4 big, giant barn door sliders. They're called barn door because of the hardware. We used every single one of my Festool's on this project, actually. Sanding these doors and cutting these doors. The big time saver on these doors, the big reason my customer was even able to afford these doors is because of the Domino XL. I can make a cut and put tenons in a whole door in 10 minutes. Even the way that I used to do it is with the mortise and tenon. You know, it's strong as can be. The problem is it just takes 20 times longer to do it. And it's still not as tight a fit as what you get with the Festool. And you don't get a stronger joint than that. Maybe it was 85 tenons. I think I did it in an hour and a half. When I can produce something for my customer at a quarter the cost or half the cost, they're going to spend the same amount of money and they're going to get more work. And that all translates into my next job. What we do is art. No matter how big or how little, when it's handmade, there's a memory there. There's a story behind it. And you tell the story. It's your life. It's what you take pride in. It's fun. When you want something to last, you don't cut corners. You do it right. The end of the day comes and you're proud of what you did. That's craftsmanship.
Number 2.
The Portamate PM4000 from Bora Tool is the most practical, hassle-free stand there is for miter saws or chop saws. It's rugged, dependable, and no-nonsense to provide the pro or enthusiast with the ideal stable, portable platform to get in, get out, and get the job done right. No tools are required for setting up or breaking down the stand. And the quick mount tool attachments give you the freedom to easily remove the saw for transport in virtually any vehicle, for storage, or even for use atop your workbench in the shop. The tubular steel design not only makes the PM4000 strong, it allows for 2 material supports that can be pulled out to support boards up to 10 feet long. Whatever the job requires, if your saw can cut it, the Portamate can support it. Lightweight but never light duty, the Portamate PM4000 from Bora Tools is the lightest, most compact contractor-grade stand on the market.
Number 1.
Say hello to the MatchFit Dovetail Router Bit, specifically designed for our MatchFit Dovetail Clamps. Its unique design uses the same standard dovetail profile but with a few tweaks. Its rounded corners cut incredibly clean dovetail grooves that require less sanding, making the MatchFit system faster and easier than ever before. The 1/32 inch roundover strengthens that bottom corner by removing less material. The 1/16 inch roundover at the top of the dovetail groove prevents tear out and fuzz, which means less time sanding and more time building. The router collet safety line shows how deep into the collet the bit should be. That means more surface area for the collet to grip, reducing vibration for a smoother cut, and minimizing the risk of the bit loosening and ejecting from the router. The laser cut depth guideline is exactly 3/8 of an inch from the end of the carbide cutter, allowing you to dial in your cutting depth fast. If you're a fan of the MatchFit Dovetail Clamps, you're going to love this bit. Experience the MatchFit Dovetail system in a whole new way. Sure, you can still use your old router bit, but why? Visit us online at microjig.com to order yours today or to find a retailer near you. Microjig. Work safer, work smarter.